Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Elathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Toad Trading Team, now at the birth of the Galactic Community. In today's video, we'll be trying to see if we can really influence the Galactic Community yet, which we probably won't be able to, but really, our main goal is just to keep on building habitats and making sure our tiny little empire here, which is really minuscule, gets a little bit more powerful. We really need to start going into research and alloys a lot heavier than we currently are, and thanks to our trade value giving us consumer goods, I think that's very possible, although we might need to build some factories we can keep them to a bare minimum. So trade, research, alloys, and lots of money for us. So then, here we go into the Galactic Community. So to begin with, what people are most likely going to be voting for are things with really strong support. Because that's always what ends up happening at the start. It's going to be a while until we start seeing some of the resolutions where some people vote yes, some no, and then we can really start making a difference and start to manipulate the Galactic Community to our favour. But this first one, we really want extra trade value and extra diplomatic weight from the economy. Right now, our diplomatic weight is kind of in the middle, which I'm surprised by. I thought it'd be a little bit worse, so we definitely want this, so support that as soon as it goes through. And that way we have more diplomatic value from our economy, which I think is like all of our diplomatic weight at the moment. Yes, from economy and a little bit from population. Sorry, no, population's first, then economy. No, economy's worse at the moment, what? I'm completely wrong. Either way, though, we're going to be focusing on economy, so that is still something we want regardless. We are, after all, the Toad Traders. At the moment, though, we only have one of these branch offices, which we definitely need more of. We have to start considering who's going to be our next bestest friend. We have these people making us less happy with them for some reason, because that's just what they do. Now, these fellows over here, they don't like us all that much yet, but I imagine they will like us in the future. They don't like the fact we are materialists, but that's pretty much that. So I'm going to send over one of my envoys, I think. At the moment, we have way too many just doing nothing. We have them in the Federation. However, in the Federation, we're already maxed out here, so all the envoys do here is increase our cohesion, which will level up this, and it's already at max. So as long as it doesn't go into the negative, we can start moving them around, so we need to start making more friends. So I'll send one to you. In fact, I'll send two to you to begin with. There we are, that should take that down to plus 1.7, so I can send one more envoy elsewhere, so we could try and be friends with one of these. The despoilers, no, I don't even think they can actually join the Federation in the end or do a lot of the standard diplomatic stuff. So let's go with the coalition. Nope, they hate us as well. Wow, we are just completely surrounded by very, very mean people. Oh, you will like us though. Let's increase how much you'll like us then. So one more from the Federation over here. So you two should start liking us over time, which is great, and I am going to be expanding in that direction, so we are going to be quite close to you. If we're really lucky, by the very end, what we could see is the territories, the Empire, the Union, and the team all in one happy galactic family. Ah, how sweet. Right now, though, let's grab the system, since I really want that relic world. That's going to be a fantastic relic world to have. And of course, thankfully now we do have these people over there. Oh, okay. So now we have 3 robots currently ready to go. So what we can do is send over a colony ship with the droids, which still need food for some reason, because why not? Then, when they get there and the colony is finished, we should have a 4th robot. We'll send all the robots over, all the droids over, which means then they can build their own facility to build more droids, and therefore this will become our first droid world. Because that's just really cool. Is this a smart thing to do? Probably not. Do I care? Not in the slightest. Of course, then I sell the other thing we need because I am a smart boy. Go. Time to send out another wave of fellows. I might send out the droids first, honestly. Of course, we'll end up growing these people there, but the droids are just fantastic. I am tempted to go synthetic during this run. It will mean we'll lose, I believe, a Void Dweller, which is kind of counter to the origin, but the thing is, since we have so many migration treaties, what will eventually happen is we'll have synths, we will become synths, and we'll still have migration treaties, So we'll keep on getting new populations, which will be converted into synths, and our population growth will explode. Which is a really interesting way of playing. Either way, send in the droids first. Then we'll grow more people afterwards. And that'll become the next droid world after that. So I really want that. I want to go and grab this Savannah world. There's no chance of us reaching there in time, so I'm probably going to expand the Empire all throughout here, and then finish. That's probably going to be the extent of our Empire, most likely. Which isn't fantastic, but it's okay. We don't really want to play too wide, and honestly we don't need to. We're already building habitats. We can make a very small amount of space very powerful. It's just going to take a while. So how this works is, if you support them before they even go to Senate, it will increase their ranking in terms of which one is going next. It will put them further ahead in the queue, which is always a good thing. So I've said yes to this, since I want more weight from economy, and more worker output is fine. The less habitability we don't really care about, since we're either on stations or we're sending droids to do our work, so that's fine by me, not really a big negative. This one is more research and more weight from research, great with that. Don't want that, because I'm not going to have a fleet for a very long time. Guardian Angels, diplomatic weight from fleet power is decreased, so I'll support that. Worker happiness increased, worker political power, yep, I'm happy with that as well, and once again... Oh, more from populations. Our population should start really skyrocketing soon, since we're going to have so many habitats acting as colonies. Although our population growth is slower than average, we're going to have so many cases of them growing, it should be absolutely fine. And finally one I do not want. Yeah, it's just outright negative to me. Population, consumer goods upkeep is less. I mean, that's good. Less consumer goods upkeep is good, but... less weight from economy. You know what? Maybe that's worth it, just because we're going to have so many people. I'm going to abstain for now. I'll have a think about it. Okay. In a while, they'll go to Senate. Most likely, these are all going to pass, these initial ones. Again, the only ones with lots of favour are being chosen at the moment. I would definitely love a commercial pact. Thank you. That's with you, fellows. Now, the thing is... oh, your capital is so far away. This could be so expensive. Yeah. Cost is 135 influence because of distance, and it's going to cost us 2,700 energy. But, at the same time, we can get a lot of really cool stuff from the corporate buildings, including the ability to increase our diplomatic weight, which eventually will also affect our Federation. Since I want it to be based on our weight, not based on just how many people have voted. I will be the Senate, and I will be controlling this Federation, but it's going to take a while. For now, we're peaceful and happy. The Senate is now in session, and yeah, everyone's supporting this one, which is great for us. More trade value means more consumer goods, more unity, and more energy for us. For we are a trade league. It's just what we do. Okay, so I went ahead, and I'm now building a brand new branch office, and I'm really glad I did, because they have loads of people on this world. Which is fantastic. No idea how they have so many people here, but it's good for us, because that means we can have more buildings, and the base energy production is a lot higher. Building the commercial forum first, which increases the value by 25%. Then we'll build the amusement megaplex, giving it plus 10 as a base. And then we'll add a fast food chain, because we need food. So here's something I want to clear up, or at least make sure I understand. Utopian Dream gives plus 5% stability on all planets. This also goes for, yeah, it definitely goes for our habitats as well. A lot of the time, when something says planet, it also applies to habitats and ring worlds and all that. Not always, though, bear in mind, especially if it names a specific type of job. For instance, if we go on over to prosperity, we have this. Well, I say job or a specific type of district, I should say. So this here gives us one additional clerk job per city district, but of course, habitats don't have those. They have habitation districts and trade districts, which are not city districts. But yep, although it says planet, that will affect all of our habitats. Everyone wants commercial packs with the toads. Haha, perfect. Don't have enough influence. No, I do have enough influence for that. Fantastic. Our energy is going to be glorious soon.
Outlier identified.
Now, what do I want here? I could go straight away with food. That would be nice. But I think just more energy for now. We are going to sort out food very soon. Our droid world, for instance, could become a farming food. A farming food? It could be a farming food, a farming world. And this is already a farming world. It's just began, though. It just needs more people there, really. And some more amenities, so I'll solve that. Oh, because no one's currently clerks. That'll solve itself fairly soon. I could send some droids down, actually, and get this sorted a lot faster. Stop it being a colony and change it to a proper agri-world. Because really, right now, it should just go back to being a regular colony to speed up growth. Yeah, currently base growth is reduced. We'll leave as it is for now. Things will solve themselves, is the point. Oh, and we have a new habitat. Glorious. Now, droids are fantastic, but we do now have the ability to send out lithoids because of some migration treaties, which is pretty darn amazing, because they don't care that this is a desert. They still have 70% habitability. Still think I'll send the droids down first, though, but that is somewhere where these lovely lithoids can grow. See, everyone loves us. We're good guys. We actually are. Oh, we have some caravanners with a pretty darn fantastic deal. We lose a science vessel and gain plus 15% trade value for 960 months. Yes, thank you very much. Plus 15% trade value. Ooh, our Empire Sprawl is about to go over our admin cap. Okay, next time we have a free building slot, we will be building one of these lovely administrative offices.
Special project actualized.
Oh, these fellows. Sure, we'll help you relocate. Essentially, we've just found some gas people on a gas planet who want to be moved to a new gas planet because this gas planet isn't their favourite gas planet. Make our machines a bit better, since we're going to have quite a few of them. So, where do they want to be relocated exactly? Oh. Yes, you may have association status. Lovely. But yeah, where am I relocating you to? Oh, right there. Problem? I have no science vessels nearby. It's going to take you a very long time to get there, isn't it? Ooh, why is that there? Oh, sorry, that's a fallen empire. For some reason I thought they had jumped there from over here. I'm going completely crazy. How long till you get there? 800 days. You're going to just about make that. Excellent. You're now with association status. Currently, though, you will not join a federation with the Union. I was a bit worried about this. The Union is not the nicest empire. They are militarist. They're saying that you are fanatic spiritualists, so the materialist part is actually probably the problem there. You should be fine, though. I think we'll be able to bring you into the federation later on with the Union. It's just going to be a real problem with you. Yeah, we might end up just having you permanently as a federation associate and as a friend. As a friend. I don't know why that made me laugh for. Oh, I'm a weird fella. I know we need more food. I get it. It's a problem. We're trying to solve it. We have worlds. Just give us a couple of years. Buzzword standardization is now active, meaning we have more trade value and more diplomatic weight from said trade value. Well, the economy anyway. So that's all well and good. Up next, we have the extra worker resource, which is great because that means more food and such. And the habitability is no problem because we have machines for the planets and we have habitats for the toads. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. So our lovely robots can't actually be specialists or above at the moment. Well, there can be some types of specialists, but not all of them, because they are droids. So we will need some species. Why are you growing a toad there when you can grow anything else? I mean, seriously, you could grow, let's say, a lithoid or something. Well, either way, once a toad grows there, I'll just move it to one of the habitats and move one of the other species over to the planet. It's annoying, but it's not really a big deal. Build a city district to begin with, because amenities are going to be an issue whilst we have droids and nothing else. In fact, what we're going to do is move the droids over now. I assume the droids can make more droids? They can become a robot maker, correct? I honestly don't know. Well, I had to stop my expansion for a while because I didn't really have enough influence, but one more habitat is now being created. Trying to care too much about any of these, since I don't really get much use out of them for a while, so sure, let's go with that. Ooh, the Vault of Acquisitions. Managers give plus 15% output. This is something I was looking forward to seeing. So this is a new building in the new patch / DLC. I'm not sure which it's actually from, but the point is it increases managers' output by 15% and generates 10% unity. All of these create managers. Managers create lovely things such as unity, science, and trade value. So having one of these on any of our trade stations are going to be huge bonuses. I mean, our energy is already increasing our researches. Yet we're starting to get quite powerful now. We do need more alloys, though, so I think we are going to need some more foundry habitats fairly soon. We also need more influence. Why is that influence? Oh, our influence is struggling so much because we have so many deals. Am I right? Yeah, minus 1.5 because we have all of those deals going on right now. That is annoying. I'm tempted, I am really tempted to go with universal transactions. It means our commercial pacts no longer cost influence. This used to be part of the diplomacy tree. Once you finish diplomacy, it would... I think it was commercial pacts. It was definitely some of these types of deals became free. That's no longer the case. But I would like that, because ideally, if we can, I want to have a commercial pact with every other empire. I don't really want war. War is useless to us. We don't want space, we don't want anything else. We want the other empires to become powerful, so they can help fight the endgame crisis. And we want to have deals with all of them. Now you are actually starting to like us quite a lot, and you do have some deals with us already. So I'm going to be friends with you and your enemy neighbours, although sadly you are a trade league. So you're corporate, so I can't put down any of our corporate sites on your territory, which is a shame, but even then, still want a trade deal though, because energy is energy and energy makes me happy. Oh, good, our Federation is now level 3. Fantastic, so now we get 5% extra trade value, 5 trade protection, which is nice, and a Federation influence gain of +1. Now, what I would like is this. So minimum Federation centralization, sorry, medium rather, not minimum. Bit different there. And this will allow us to do diplomatic deals on our votes, which means if we combine that with majority vote, as long as I am more diplomatically powerful than our allies, which I believe we are, I'm sure there's an easier way to check up on this, but I always check here. Yep, it means that they can't do any deal ever again without me saying yes. I will now have full control over our Federation. I am the Federation. All hail the Toad bloody traders. Excellent. Now, eventually, I'm hoping they will allow fleet contribution, because I have absolutely nothing to offer, but they have quite a bit, and so there will be a Federation fleet between our people. Either way, though, now I've done that, I can finally get these fellows to have association status, which these fellows kept on blocking. Because I am now the majority, which means, did that work? Yes, it did. Fantastic. I can now overrule our friends. Understand your place in the Federation, and you will understand your place in the galaxy. Downtrodden and happy. I just realised I know exactly what I need to do. My main species, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do here, but... migration controls enabled. But we're... egalitarian. But doing this will stop them from growing on planets I don't want them being on, because they are weak when they grow on these planets. Remember, we found out that before, they have loads of negatives associated with them. So I believe if I give them migration controls now, both types, okay, that should mean that that will swap to a different species, right? Well, it stopped growing. I'm hoping it'll swap to something else without losing everything. It's still saying +1 per month. Maybe next time it won't allow that growth? No, it's just not gaining from migration. I thought stopping migration would stop them growing on this planet, since there are none of them to begin with, so clearly they're not breeding here. Well, I'll find out afterwards. Maybe it'll stop next time. I don't know. Cabbage people. One more world over here. This is a tundra world with bleak, which is a shame, because I want these worlds for food. Gonna send the robots first, just because I want a free droid from this. And I'm hoping that now it means it won't be the Toad first. I mean, it really shouldn't be anyway, since it's 0% habitability on all these planets, but... it's all a bit weird like that. Maybe I just don't understand how migration works. Maybe I'm a dum-dum. That is very possible. It has happened before. Again, why? Why did the toad grow here? 0% habitability. Get off this bloody planet. The problem is you're a specialist, so now you're going to be upset. Look at your upset little face. Thankfully, as soon as I re-enter one of the normal colonies, that Void Dweller goes back to being a positive. Yeah. Well, at least it isn't a toad growing there now. It's one of the Lithoids, which is much better. Once we have enough people here, so let's send over another robot, because we can. One more. There we are. So now we'll find out if robots can build more robots to begin with. I really hope the droids can. I want droid worlds. I think it fits the Empire. The toads can't leave their habitats, so I send droids to start exploiting the worlds around us. I mean, that makes sense. Ooh, shiny. Planet modifier, plus 5% trade value. Immigration pull is increased, and upkeep is rare crystals. Interesting. Okay, with you, do I want a robot assembly plant? You know what we do, because we can keep on sending them to the planets. This just increases our population growth drastically by building robots everywhere. But we do need some more amenities, and I think right now what might be better is just building a trade district. Or even a leisure district. Nope, I want more trade value. Though the leisure district would give us more unity and society research. So, you know what? Sure. Let the leisure be a thing. We are good people. We're just domineering to our friends. I wonder if the reason why they're saying no is purely because I have less of a naval capacity. I mean, either way, we can just do this anyway, because they agreed that this should all be diplomatic. Which means, if I say something, they have to do it. In fact, succession type, challenge. Do you want to take over as president? Well, you're going to have to fight me, mate. Let's move a couple of people back over here. There we are. Let's make our cohesion a bit better. Now, I think there's different types of challenge. Arena combat, we don't want that because you are fighty. Victory will depend on energy spent, or thesis defense. Now, this is all about... Okay, so it's combat. Sadly, we can't do sonic battles, which would be awesome. The golden rule was all about money. And thesis defense is how much tech do you have? As a basic overview, I'm sure I'm missing out a lot of little factors there, or even major factors, but that's the basic understanding. And I am beating you heavily in tech. You're not smart enough to rule. Our power is being cemented more and more every day. I mean, ha 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 ha, innocent laugh.
Has been surveyed.
Build me some robots, please. I want droids.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, right now putting habitats on hold, at least just for the time being, grabbing these worlds, making more droids, making more lithoids, our empire expands and our profits with it. Ooh, lovely. Now I really need to save up some influence. An extra civic slot is soon to be ours. How did you get an unemployed specialist? Sure. Migration treaties with all. You can all work for me, don't you worry, I don't discriminate against slugs. Which is what they were. One more habitat now ready. Lovely jabbly.
Research actualized.
Things are going so lovingly well. I mean, everyone's overwhelming to me, but purely because of their fleet power. In terms of our economy, in terms of our research, we're doing very well. Now, of course, we are on scaling difficulty, remember? So this is a bit easier than the usual max difficulty runs. We are also on max difficulty, but it just means the early game is a bit more fair. At least for this first run. In the future, of course, I'll put it back to the normal. Everyone wants to beat me around the head with a lead pipe. A galactic lead pipe. And yes, I am building corvettes because I want a fleet purely for the diplomatic power. Not a particularly strong fleet, just enough to give us some more points. Because Ooh, good. The Federation, the Galactic Market, rather, is coming up soon. So this next one, we agree with that, even if our friend does not.
Upscaling.
I'm sure everyone wants the Galactic Market, and I want to campaign for it to be led by us. So that is something we need to consider. Bulwark of Harmony is now active. Ooh, xenocompatibility. Now that is interesting. That's very interesting indeed. It doesn't go well with the whole point of us becoming synths, but it is very, very powerful. As long as there is 2 or more different species on a planet or a habitat or what have you, you get plus 20% population growth speed. You also have plus 33% immigration pull, and you can create half species, which are half one, half the other, which have plus 1 maximum trait points and plus 1 maximum traits. Interesting. I kind of want that. I kind of want universal transactions, because more influence right now is really holding us back. Although that's only going to help us by 0.25 influence, but it will make all of these branch offices cheaper as well, which is nice. I really don't want to go with, yeah, comments, tell me. Do we go with engineered evolution and then couple that with xenocompatibility? Do we turn everyone into the ultimate money-making synthetics? And then anyone who arrives in our habitats and worlds becomes them synthetics, because that's what we're going to do to people. We are the Cybermen of money. Or something else. I'm going to leave that for now, because I really don't know what I want with that. And here's another thing. The Flesh is Weak, the first stage of turning all of our people into synths, also increases the population assembly speed by 33%, so we're making 33% more droids. We do love our droids. I think we could go with the Flesh is Weak and then stop there, because that would give all of our populations the Cyborg trait, which will allow them to be more powerful leaders and more habitable, and since we have Lithoids, our Lithoids would also become cyborgs, making them essentially 100% habitability on all planets. I'm almost sold by the Flesh is Weak. I want a droid army as well, to be perfectly honest. With a federation, with a trade league, we want our droid armies. I'm sorry, never mind. I'm sorry if you've put a comment, a really good one, but I'm going with the Flesh is Weak. I want my droid armies. We are, of course, also materialists, which leads towards this naturally anyway, so you know it is what it is. Let's turn everyone into cyborgs. We can almost bring these fellows into our Federation already. Remember, it doesn't matter if the Union says no, we are more powerful than them, therefore we are more important. But we need to change our war philosophy to no longer allow wars of aggression. Well, we're not particularly aggressive. I don't think that's going to change. Are we ever going to go to war? Now, I don't think you will ever join us because of our friend. So I doubt that's going to be important, although I really do need to put one of our people back here to make sure you still like us. Yeah, you're never going to join us because you really hate the Union to such a level that, again, you'll just never become one of our Federation members. But I am really tempted to change our war philosophy and just continue to try and make them love us to get them into our Federation. Maybe later, especially as we slowly approach them and get closer, they should start to like us a bit more as well in that regard. Should. Being the main word there. See, our droids can be enforcers. Though I don't really care about you being enforcers. Do something else. Droids can make more droids, it turns out, so that's something lovely to note. Okay, we need to start saving up influence now. I'm grabbing this system. In fact, you know what? No, let's not even do that. So stop. We need to have the Galactic Market because we're going to do so much trading. Having that reduction in market fees is just needed. We're now able to upgrade our civics. The problem is, though, once again, I do really want to try and save up my influence because I really, really want to own the market, and that requires a lot of campaigning. Once that's done, though, I don't even know particularly what I want. Empire Sprawl from branch offices reduced is nice. Brand loyalty, more unity is just lovely. Extra happiness is great because we do care about our people. Don't really know. Honestly, none of these is going to be really, really impactful right now, so it's perfectly fine if we just wait around. Oh, we need some more regular jobs, or at least things which our droids can do. But for now, I would just like some more clerks. More amenities, more trade value, more shiny things. A Federation committee is formed, so soon we are going to see who the new leader is. Hopefully it will still remain us. I don't think it's a 100% chance, honestly, despite the fact we are so further ahead. Going down the route of domination, because of course I want the extra influence when that's finished, and I've just changed the Federation fleet construction, so now everyone can make Federation ships. You're welcome. Make my fleet. At least I hope it's still my fleet. Yeah, there we go. We are continuing to be the leader. The Federation Committee has recognised our infallible reasoning in a study conducted by Chairwoman Carber on the cultural worth of rare isotopes. Sure, that sounds like a good thesis. She shall assume a most prosperous leadership for the next term. Must resist spending influence. I couldn't help it. I needed a branch office. It's 14 energy a month. And soon I can get one of the buildings as well. So it turns out the reason why this one is so far ahead is it was indeed an advanced start. It's why they are shaped like they are, and also why their planets are doing so well compared with most of the other empires in the area. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. It's only like 13 energy a month. No, we need to focus on other things, and we need to keep our empire sprawl intact. It's definitely a lot more difficult than with the Hive Mind. The Hive Mind was ridiculously easy. Ooh, we can now build the deep space sites. So these will increase the governing ethics attraction, the planets underneath, and increase their stability, whilst giving me unity. So I do actually want these on every single area where we have pretty much anything. So I can build a few more. So one there, and one here. I want all of you. But for now, research. So, right now, I need some rivals to get me more influence, because influence, again, is really holding us back. So, what I'd like to do is make these two rivals. The problem is you need to have really bad relations, or at very least, have an envoy over there harming relations. So, what I'm going to do is send over this one, because now we have a commercial pact with them. There we are. That will slowly harm relations, and for now, we can declare rivalry. So I think as soon as this goes a little bit worse, we can bring back our envoy with no problem, and the rivalry will stay. As long as we have a rivalry, we should be generating energy. Just going to leave that now. By energy, I meant to say influence. There we are, lovely. Nope, you're not taking any of our workers, I'm afraid. So goodbye. And by workers, I meant leaders. Can I just get one thing right today, please? You know, just one. Maybe. Insulting them as well. So then, I also want maybe these fellows? Actually, no, the despoilers are starting to not hate us all that much. We could perhaps have a commercial pact with them. Ah, more zealots. Yep, you can hate us. Send over the ones from the mandate as soon as I can. It'll take a while, but I'll send them over eventually. We'll have another rival, therefore more influence. Then what we really need is loads more alloys. So I think all new habitats are all going to become alloy-based for a while. A cybernetic revolution. Beautiful. So all new species set default rights, and instantly I want to assimilate them. All of the fellows we already had are already now cyborgs. Fantastic. Extra habitability, extra leader lifespan. Ooh, and look! Federation ships! Thank you, Federation member. That is wonderful. Droid. Okay, let's do that first. And what should our droid do? Might just put down a commercial zone. Yep, that'll settle all the droids for a while. Upgrade you. More culture sites. No, we're not going to bloody war. Oh, wait, no, not the culture site. What I want is... Where are you? Because I am blind, evidently. There we are. More admin offices. The Galactic Market is now in effect. I have nominated our main trade post because this one has the most trade value. Almost 200 now, which is really nice. I'm going to boost its bid. It's now exceptional. There's a very good chance then we are going to have the market in due course, which is, of course, lovely. And you, more droids. Building ourselves some cruisers, which of course will have strikecraft, because strikecraft are now a lot more viable. I really want this world over here, so that only makes sense. Now you can go ahead and grab that. I could strengthen my bid even further, I think. That's going to be really expensive, and we're already on exceptional, so
Upscaling.
that would basically guarantee it.
Research.
Which might be better in the long run, but saying that, getting a new world nice and quickly would be great as well. Hard to say. Currently, our tech and everything looks a bit weird, and our Empire sprawl looks really bad as well, because a lot of our people are still being assimilated. We have a perfect rating now. We are very, very likely to have the Galactic... Ooh, thank you. We are very, very likely to have the Galactic Market as ours. One more habitat, and now being created. Our research is increasing, our fleet's not looking quite as terrible as it was a few seconds ago. And we're about to get some more starbase capacity, so... let's pop down some more starports as soon as we can. Though we have to protect our trade a bit better. Right now, this area is so vulnerable to pirates. Rank 3 strikecraft, which is the strongest of the strikecraft, are now in place for our cruisers. We're actually doing pretty well. We are now the 4th strongest empire currently on the map. At the beginning of this video, we were one of the weakest.
Ships upscaled.
And I keep on forgetting about our empire sprawl. I swear I will fix that as soon as I have any building slots. It's a new system. I keep forgetting it exists. Well, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video. This has been a load of fun. We are now in a position where we are going to become way more powerful, way faster. It's all been about setup up until this point, and now finally we are starting to get the rewards, and we are of course still continuing to set up because I want habitats absolutely everywhere. Our influence is looking better, and I'm hoping I will continue to increase that over time. Having more rivals, for instance, is definitely the way to go. Although it is making some people dislike us because they like other people who we don't like, it's worth it because more influence equals more habitats equals more money for us. And ultimately, isn't that the goal in life? So, also, we're about to have the Galactic Council being formed. I really, really hope we can continue to get more powerful because right now, we are almost guaranteed to be one of the initial council members, which gives us additional diplomatic weight, I believe, in addition to some special powers within the community. The Senate is warming to us. Because we're lovely. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next video, we're just going to continue as we have been doing today, making sure our systems are more and more powerful, not really expanding too much, but I'm almost certainly going to have to go to war with the Despoilers. The Union are starting to really dislike us and our pacifistic nature, and honestly, the Despoilers are utterly worthless to us. They hate us, they won't make any deals with us, their money is going elsewhere. And what's the point of them if we can't get their money? Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. The good guys are here, trading, and making sure the community is a better place.